Hello, Shining Ones. Magus with you on another beautiful sunny day in ASHA. And today's message is entitled Control. But before we get to that, I have to share with you a story of magic that happened to me this morning. And every morning I look for inspiration, what message to bring you. And this morning I had kind of an idea and a direction I wanted to go. But as you'll see, it literally wasn't in the cards. And I pulled a card from my deck, and it was the Four of Swords, but it wasn't really the visual that I was going for, because like I said, I kind of had an idea of the direction I wanted to go. So I put it back in the deck, I shuffled again. Guess who shows up again? Four of Swords. Now at this point, I should have been thinking there might be a sign here, but I just kind of talking to myself, this card is persistent today. I put it back, I shuffled for the third time, and the Four of Swords came out again. And now I knew I better take a look at what this magical deck is trying to tell me. And it's kind of funny, this became my favorite deck today. It's just the Rider-Waite deck. And I love this deck because this is the one I put in my pocket. I take out here outside, and if I drop it in the snow or on the ground, it's fine. It just gives it character. It's kind of like my book ASHA. I carry it with me all the time. I like it when it gets worn and I ride in it, and it just feels comfortable. I like that. I have other decks and books that are inside books. I don't take them out, and before I touch them, I wash my hands and dry them. They're my babies, and they have different feels. But today, this became my favorite deck because there was magic in this deck. And I found a very close tie to this card, the Four of Swords, and my favorite card that we talked about before, the Hermit. And as I read into this card, I actually started to get very moved and emotional, for what it's speaking to us is that we need to gain strength and clarity in a quiet environment, away from current circumstances, away from the lie and the illusion and what appears to be real. And it's a time for us to rejuvenate and organize and understand our priorities, and then it renews our spirit, and we come out even stronger than we were before. And you may have been facing crisis after crisis, and it's wearing you out, and you can't face another challenge until you get away from everything and embrace new energies, a new atmosphere, taking time to nurture yourself, and then you re-enter into that life of forms. And within us there's that glimmer of hope, and it's lying quietly, it's waiting to reveal itself after we are healed, and then we become new creatures. And this repose, it reminds me of the Gospel of Thomas, where it says, if they say to you, where do you come from? Then say to them, we have come from the light. The place where the light has come into being by itself, has established itself, and has appeared in their image. If they say to you, is that you? Then say, we are his children, and we are the elect of the living Father. If they ask you, what is the sign of your Father among you? Then say to them, it is movement and repose. The Master Jesus said, all ye who are heavy laden, come unto me, and I will give you rest. When you come to truth, the Christ, the Prince of Peace, you gain rest for your soul and control over your world. For the mind of Christ is one with good. And my friends, being in a human form, you cannot escape certain things, such as the subconscious mind, and you cannot escape thinking, and you cannot escape your thoughts manifesting in your world, but you can control your thoughts, and therefore you can control your destiny. You can become as powerful as you can conceive, for all the creative power of the universe is inside of you. Self-realization is your destiny. For in this truth, the walls in your thinking are brought down by the power of a greater conception, and then a reality greater than you even dared to dream before reveals itself. ASHA. So do not be fooled into believing that the physical world is the ultimate reality, but reach upward and inward for the infinite intelligence. For you in truth are one with this mind. Align yourself with its vibration and watch your circumstances and world change. For nothing can stop thought held and believed from becoming real. The day the collective realizes that all physical circumstances originate on the plane of thought, mankind will stand guard at the gates of mind, and evil will disappear from our world, and ASHA will be realized. And my friends, I can't think of a better way to end this message than with reading from ASHA 16. God put the good mind, our divine spark, in his creatures, so it has a guide at all times. It's how the seed knows to climb out of the ground and become a plant, how the planets stay their course, and how man will find his way home to ASHA. Truth. Living in truth is life without enemies. For evil, the lie and illusion is rendered nothing. So go, Ashavan, truth knower, in truth, and enjoy this wonderful life, knowing you are God's thought, living in God's idea, perfection. ASHA. My friends, I love you. If you enjoy these messages, please subscribe and hit that bell notification. And then every day when the message comes out, you'll be notified. I'm so proud of everything you guys are doing, sharing ASHA. ASHA by Winston Head, available at Amazon. Thank you guys for sending me your pictures holding it. You know that makes me so happy. I love you too much. We'll see you tomorrow.